Have you ever heard a girl with dark skin and foreign features speak fluent Chinese? But not just any Chinese. The deep, earthy accent of Henan province? In 2022, millions of people in China were stunned. A young woman went viral for one simple video, standing in a rainy field talking like a local. But she didn't look like a local. People asked, is she really Chinese? What they discovered next was a story that would touch the hearts of an entire nation. This is the story of Fan Zihe, a girl born in Pakistan, but raised with love in the heart of China. It all began in 2002. A Chinese man named Fan, born in the 1960s in Henan province, had grown up poor. To support his family, he worked tough jobs, eventually becoming a steel bar worker. That year, Fan and his wife had moved to Pakistan for a construction project, hoping to earn more. One hot August evening, Fan was walking home from work when he heard a baby crying. The sound came from an old cardboard box on the street. Inside was a newborn girl, abandoned, alone, and vulnerable. Fan and his wife searched everywhere for her parents, but no one came forward. In many poorer parts of the world, including rural Pakistan, some families struggling with poverty still favor boys, leading to tragic situations like this. Fan and his wife, who had no children of their own, didn't hesitate. They decided right then and there, we'll be her parents. And so, with hearts full of love, they adopted her. Unlike the strict adoption laws in China, the process in Pakistan was easier. As long as the couple was over 30, had no serious health issues, and could provide for the child, they were allowed to adopt. Fan and his wife met every requirement. They completed the paperwork, informed the Chinese consulate, and returned to China with their new baby girl, now legally and fully their daughter. They named her Fan Zihe. Back in their small Henan village, life wasn't easy. Fan became a fruit farmer. His wife later quit her factory job to help at home. Money was tight. But there was one thing they gave their daughter in abundance: love. Zihe grew up in a modest home, yet her room looked like a little princess's palace. She was the only one with air conditioning. Her dad would bring her toys, food, and new clothes from the market. Even when times were hard, he'd come home from work with chicken legs for her, and nothing for himself. And when she was sick, he'd carry her through snow-covered streets to see the doctor. To her, this was normal. But to many of us, it's a reminder of how deep a parent's love can go. As she grew older, Zihe stood out. Her skin was darker than the other village kids. Locals called her the little black girl. Some classmates were cruel. They whispered that she was just an adopted child, not really family. But Zihe never let them bring her down. With pride, she told them, yes, I was picked up. And I'm lucky it was by my parents, not yours. Her boldness made even her bullies go quiet. Zihe wasn't a top student, and when she didn't get into college in 2020, she went to work in a factory. But the routine life didn't suit her. By mid-2022, she returned home. Like many young people in China, she enjoyed short videos on Douyin, China's version of TikTok. One day, she casually filmed herself in a field, saying how it was raining again. Simple words, nothing planned. But there was something magical about that clip. Here was a girl who looked foreign, but spoke like she had grown up in Henan her whole life. Her local accent, her humor, her simplicity, it all resonated. In just 3 days, 200,000 people followed her. Soon, that number crossed 1.5 million. They loved watching her eat noodles, chat about daily life, and bring joy with her smile. She reminded people of home, of love, of identity. Some fans even called her Henan's Cleopatra. Others joked, if she doesn't speak, she's a model. But when she does, she's the neighbor who eats all the steamed buns. But fame wasn't the goal for Zihe. With her first big paycheck, she paid for wedding photos for her parents, who never had any. Then she decorated their old village home. Her next dream? Buy a house for them in the city. She also hopes to promote local agricultural products, helping her hometown thrive. And while big media companies from major cities want to sign her, she refuses. She says, I don't want to leave Henan. I just want to film my parents, my home, and the people around me. Of course, fame brings problems too. She's often recognized on the streets. People try to take her pictures without permission. Once, someone even broke into her home with a selfie stick. Now she has to keep a security camera at her door. Zihe admits, it's tiring. You always have to smile, always behave well. But I'd rather work hard than wait for things to come to me. When asked if she ever wanted to find her birth parents in Pakistan, she said no. To her, Henan is home. Her adoptive parents? They are her only parents. She saves most of what she earns, plans to support her family, and hopes one day to take them to Tibet. In the end, Zihe says it best. My parents never had big wishes. They're happy just being home, and I'm happy making them proud. In a world where people chase fame, fortune, and followers, Fan Zihe reminds us what truly matters: love, family, and knowing where your heart belongs. She may not have been born in Henan, but she's more Henan than most. And more importantly, she is loved by her parents, by her fans, and now, maybe, by you too. Let's wish Zihe and her incredible parents a life full of peace, happiness, and love. Because sometimes family isn't about blood, it's about who shows up when you need them most.